Hi, Tyson Mutrux here with the Mutrux Law Firm with this week's Monday Q&A. I've got 3 more questions that I'm going to answer for you, so away we go. First one is from Mike, and it is it legal for a felon to own a muzzleloader? Very good question. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm only answering that specific question. Is it legal for a felon to own a muzzleloader? Not a firearm. There's the Amendment 5 that was passed last year. That's a completely different discussion, which could take me an hour to discuss via video, which I may do a separate video for that. I'm not answering that question. I'm only answering, is it legal for a felon to own a muzzleloader? And in Missouri law and federal law, yes, it is legal. It's because of the definition of firearm. Under federal law, there's a specific exemption where it allows for muzzleloader and black powder guns to be used. So just make sure you know, muzzleloader, not firearm. Okay, that's a big difference. Next one is from Bonnie. And just so you know, I'm also going to address this question in a longer video so people can watch it because it's a more complicated answer that needs to be addressed. But I want to answer this one shortly, and you can watch the video on the YouTube page later on. And that one is, how is a workers' compensation injury settlement calculated? And there's a formula that we use. And what that is, it's your weekly wage rate. And there are caps to that, so make sure you got to look at the caps. Multiply that times your disability rating. So that's usually have a doctor. Gives you a rating of disability for whatever part of your body it is. And then the number of weeks allowed for that part of the body. So the state of Missouri says your back is worth 400 weeks. It's a weird number. It's ridiculous. I didn't come up with the system, but there is a system. We use that formula. So wage rate times disability rating times number of weeks spits out a number. And usually what we're fighting over is either the disability rating or we're fighting over the number of weeks. So sometimes it's around the knee, the wrist, the hand, whatever. We're fighting over that. So a lot of times with a finger, did it disable the entire hand or just the finger? So we're fighting over things like that. So that's the answer to that question. And then the last one, in full disclosure, this is one actually from a client that a client asked me this week, and I thought it was a really good question. She asked, is her settlement going to be released lump sum or is it going to be structured? And the answer to that question is up to the client. The client has the option of structuring it or getting the lump sum. There's no penalty for getting a lump sum. I recommend on bigger cases that you actually put it into a structure of some type or invest it in some way where you're getting paid dividends on that. So it's really up to you. It's your preference. Unless it's a minor. A minor is a little bit different, but for the most part, and I talk about minor settlements in another video too, but for the most part, if you're an adult, your settlement is up to you. Settlement is dispersed lump sum or structure or however you choose. So that's it for this week's Monday Q&A. Submit your answers at Tyson's Answers or questions at tysonsanswers.com, facebook.com/MutrixLaw, or tweet us at Mutrux Law. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and see you next week.